All right, let's see here. Let's bring up Psalms 139. All right, we are live. I have never done this before, so it should be interesting. I'm sure there's going to be problems. I don't even know how to share this at the moment, so I don't know if anybody's going to see it. Yeah, we'll just have to see how this goes. But I was sitting here this morning. I got about 40 minutes before I go to the gym with my friend Chris. We're going to do legs today, and I have not done legs for like probably a year. So I'll definitely have the leg day wobbles. Oh, what happened? Yeah, so I don't know what this is. Hold on. Check. I don't like that. So let me see if I can put this somewhere else. Everything's going crazy. Can you guys hear me? Is anybody on? Anybody watching? Let's see. So I'm using Streamlabs, and I have no idea really what I'm doing with this stuff. I'm just learning, basically. But I want to do some Bible reading because I like to read the Bible, and I'm about to go to the gym, so I figured I would get this in first, and hopefully somebody would hop on, but I don't know how to share this. That's what I hit last time, right? Yeah, so I need to check. Okay, well, that took over everything. Let's go with this here. See what happens if I hit. So, guys, this is testing, basically. Like I said, I've never done it. I just wanted to test, see how to do certain things. I'm hoping I can edit some of this stuff out because I just don't know. See, how do I, if anybody comes on, maybe you can show me how to share this. Okay. Well, at any rate, I'm just going to go ahead and start reading, and I'll give you my thoughts as I go along. None of this is prepared, so I don't have any awesome insights just yet. Hopefully, the Lord will give us some. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's pray first. Lord, I'm about to read your word. Give us wisdom so that we can understand what we're reading. Please open your word to us. Open our hearts to you. And let's have a good time in the Bible. Amen. All right. So this says, for the director of music of David, a psalm. It says, verse 1, you have searched me, Lord, and you know me. That's cool. I think it's neat that Jesus knows us. I think it's neat that God knows us, like that the creator of the universe would actually want to know us at all. I think that's neat. Sorry, I'm just getting some coffee. If you know me well, you know that's a normal thing. All right, so verse 1, you searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. That's a scary thought sometimes. My thoughts aren't always the best. So, God, you know what I'm thinking before I'm thinking it. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. So before I say the thing that I shouldn't say, you know I was going to say that thing. Great. And you still love me. Gosh. You hem me in and bind me. And go ahead and move us down some. You hem me in and bind me, and before you, sorry, verse 5 is messing me up. You hem me in, behind, and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. You hem me in, behind, and before. Does that mean like you corner me? Like I can't get away from you? I don't want to get away from you. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? Yep, that's what it meant. Can't get away from you. If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. I think that's neat. Your right hand. Why do they always say your right hand? Maybe he's speaking of Jesus there. Oh gosh, let me see. I think when Stephen was getting stoned to death, he screamed out, I see Jesus on the right hand of the throne. I see Jesus on the right hand of the Father, or something to that effect. So maybe when they're talking about the right hand, they're literally speaking of Jesus. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for the darkness is as light to you. What does that mean? So the picture I get from this, and I don't know if I'm correct or not, bear with me. Have you ever been in sin? Like you're doing something you know you shouldn't be doing, and like you want to hide from God? Like you don't feel worthy to ask for forgiveness. You don't feel worthy to pray. All you want to do is hide. And I don't know if it's because you want to keep doing the things you're doing or just because you're so ashamed of what you're doing. Excuse me. But I like when he says, surely the darkness will hide me. I get the idea of trying to hide from God. Like I screwed up and I don't want you to see me. Like when Adam and Eve were in the garden and they were hiding from God. That's what they did. They hid. They're like, I don't want you to see me. I don't want you to see my nakedness, my shame. I don't want you to see who I am now or who I feel like I am now because I've tainted myself. But verse 12 says, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for the darkness is as light to you. You see who I really am. and you love me anyway. You won't allow me to hide from you. How cool is that? That we have a God that even when we are ashamed and we want to hide, he's going to find us. We can't hide from him. He wants to find us. He wants to find us, not to discipline, like not to make us feel terrible about who we are, but he wants to find us so that he can bring us back to who he created us to be. That's amazing to me. Verse 13, you probably heard this one, and I think it's neat. It says, before you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame is not hidden from you. When I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. Sorry. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. Whew. Guys, there was a time when I was really big on negative self-thought and self-talk. And I'm not this hyper positive thinking type guy. But verses like this, where he says, my frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. And your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book. Like, verses like that tell me Jesus knew who I was before I screwed up. He knew I was going to screw up before I screwed up. And we have this tendency to think, well, man, I don't know if Jesus can forgive me, but he knew what he was buying on that cross. He knew it. Like, I don't know why he did it. Like, sometimes I don't get it. But he knew. Like, he knew Jake was going to do that thing and be stuck in that sin. And he did it anyway. It's not like Jesus was somewhere watching the reel of my life and all of a sudden he was like, oh, well, if I'd have known he was going to do that, I'd have never died for his sin. No, he knew. Like, he knew. Yours, mine, the guy down the street that nobody wants to talk to, he knew. He knew my frame. Verse 17, how precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I wake, I am still with you. If only you, God, oops, I went too high. Let's see here. If only you, God, would slay the wicked. Away from me, you who are bloodthirsty. Sorry, my phone is going off. Let me fix this. Do not disturb. There we go. If only you, God, would slay the wicked. Away from me, you who are bloodthirsty. They speak evil. They speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. Do I not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who who are in rebellion against you. I have nothing but hatred for them. I count them my enemies. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. So, like, verses 19 to 22 are pretty dark. Like, I don't know how to equate this. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't remember a time when I was like, I don't like them because they're not Christians. And I don't know if this is what this is saying. It could be. But maybe there's a lot more context that needs to happen here for that. And I'm not seeing any like notes or anything like that, so I'm not really sure how to take that. But verses 23 and 24, where he says, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." This is something we need to do. Like, this is a prayer we need to pray. We need to get to the point where, okay, I don't know what that was. We need to get to the point where we're asking God, like, find the offenses in my heart, Lord. Root out the evil, hunt the sin. Like, I just want to be about what you're about, God. That's what we need to be. And lead me in the way of everlasting. Lead me home. Guys, I don't know how this stream went for you. This is the first time I've ever done any type of live stream, so it was very weird and had some hiccups. But I know I needed to get this in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you will enjoy it when you see it. And until then, my prayer is that you would be pointed towards Jesus and that you would be more